Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. And what I'm going to show you in today's video is how to prep parts like this that are made out of plastic for paint. Okay, so you went on Amazon and you bought a little fairing for your Harley. Or in this case, also bought some new side covers for the Triumph. They're made out of plastic and you got to prep these parts for paint. And this is a question I get asked a lot by people who aren't painters, is how to properly prep plastic parts to get the best adhesion and the nicest finish. You're going to need a couple tools. You're going to need a source of compressed air. You're going to need an air gun. You're going to need DA with an intermediate pad. You're going to need some red Scotch-Brite, and you're going to need some 400 grit sandpaper. You're also going to want some respirator or breathing protection, stuff like that. And basically what we have to do is on all the surfaces that we can reach, you want a DA with 400. On the hard to reach surfaces, you want to use the red Scotch-Brite pad. It roughly estimates like a 500 grit finish. 400 grit is as rough as you can go, and primer sealer will hide the scratches. You want it to be as rough as possible so you get that good mechanical bond between the primer sealer and your part. These aren't going to need body work. You could maybe do around a high build if you wanted to, but my experience, most times you don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to sand these down with 400, red Scotch-Brite in the hard to reach areas. Couple of tips: paint will not stick to anything shiny or super smooth. You have to get every surface. Now, in the case of this fairing, I am not painting the inside, so I don't care about that. I care about the outside and inside the headlight ring. Same thing with these plastic side covers. I do not care about the inside. I only care about the outside. But getting in spaces like this with a DA would be very difficult, and getting in here with a DA would be very difficult. So we're going to sand this all down, and I'm going to show you at the end what an acceptable finish would be. As you can tell, it is hot as hell here today. So I'm going to turn the audio off and get some fans going, and I'll let you watch me do what I do. All right, see you in a few. All right, guys, so elapsed time was maybe 20, 30 minutes to do all the prep for these parts to get them ready for paint. Because red Scotch-Brite isn't exactly a 400 grit, I will hit these with some adhesion promoter before I seal them, base them, and clear them. You did see me use some VS1000, which is an Axalta surface cleaner. I don't care what anyone says. Glass cleaner is not Prepsol. It leaves residues of chemicals on your parts, which can lead to problems later. So just do yourself a favor, don't use it. Use Prepsol or surface cleaner that is compatible with the paint you are using. Yeah, so I'm doing a couple of these little how-to videos and tip videos while working on the Triumph because I'm in the middle of the paint job while filming and editing that as I go along. So if you want to know some other stuff or you want to see some videos and some more tips and things like that, just let me know in the comments. But for now, that's going to be it. I'll see you next week. Have a good one and stay safe.